Yo. What's up, bro?
Who's that? Yo, what's up, Snore? How's it going?
Tell Ace I said what's good and I'm going to bed. Have a good night.
Going to bed? Peace. Have a good night, dude. Is
Also me sad bad cause Jimmy bad make me Timmy sad so Jimmy Timmy Jimmy 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 Timmy Timmy Remy and pals.
um that?
Snitch I'm water whipping if the floor wet I'm slippin'.
What the f did you just say? Eh,
Seems like the raider... Oh, yeah?
You should avoid the raiders. Scrapping
Kids,
in.
Dude!
How'd you get involved with Sork Tormo?
The usual. I sent them back, you could say, in a way that got his full attention. Sork reached out with a job offer not long after. You've got to have a little streak of crazy to stay in this game.
Yeah, that checks out.
Hey, Cal. Good to see you.
Go on now. I'm busy. Like what you see?
A lot of prospectors.
Some...
They did.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic really about to win this ring.
If I had chased...
What the fuck? Why didn't it pop up?
So how'd you become a musician?
Yeah, he is.
I was born on Rio.
I've heard of.
Yeah.
You started early.
And never stopped.
Any ideas on what to play, BD?
I can fuck with his shit.
Always
What the fuck do I gotta do? I already spoke to the bitch.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Alright. Yeah, it's already
You
heard.
ever leave this booth?
Thinking about it. Wouldn't hold your breath.
I should be heard every time I speak.
Yeah.
I think I'll browse a little.
Whoa, what the? I spoke to the bitch, what now? What's this? What's this? What do we want here? I don't know what to do for this bitch. I talked to her. Anyways, how was your days? What you do? You do anything or you just chilled?
Chilled.
It's nice.
You.
I worked. I got off like I got home like maybe hour and a half ago or so. Oh, it wants me to go. Oh, I gotta go to another galaxy. I think that's what I gotta do. Why isn't the map popping up? The map. I gotta go to a whole new galaxy. Damn, I can't. Why can't I talk to her about bounty hunting though? Whole point being here.
There's plenty more soil to expand.
Oh damn. I don't even know what this
What
is.
do you think, DD? Here?
Oh great, my headphones are gonna die. Or can I not place it? Oh, because I don't have room. I don't know what all this shit is, but I'm finding it. No more locked doors, let me in. Let me in, hurry up. You got anything planned for the weekend?
Cal, look.
Getting a haircut tomorrow.
Nice. I work tomorrow on Saturday.
Watching Spider-Man movie on Saturday.
Grab a spot at the bar.
I actually want to go see that one. Oh,
What
this.
time you work?
I've seen a lot of hunters in my day.
There you go.
I gotta say,
How many bounties until I get a hat like yours?
2 to
I took
like
you
10.
as my first target. It has sentimental value.
How long you been a bounty hunter?
Long enough. And I know a killer in the making when I see one.
Bitch, I'm ready to kill it. Talk about. That's it. Oh, that's not it. She
Take a look, right?
didn't tell me where to go. What to do. Just to talk to her about bounty hunting. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh. Okay, we're going to this next planet. We'll come back and see if we can talk to the bitch then. Fuck. Yeah, okay. Off to the next one.
Now, where should we go next?
Here. Wait, haven't I already been here?
Bound for Jeddah.
Think Cordova can make some sense of that tech Cal found?
Are you kidding me? That guy is as sharp as they come. I can't wait to see Seer again. I owe her big time. She fronted me the credits for Pyloons.
What do you owe her, Grease?
2,000 credits, give or take.
Damn.
Maybe I'll make Randy Pyloon's famous casserole and she'll forget all about it.
For 2,000 credits? That better be one hell of a casserole.
The fuck is this? Oh yeah, I like these
Time to land.
these ones.
What would you choose? I want to know your mindset.
I think I already know. I'm barely on the third one. That's cool. Fuck, I forgot my...
For me it's 1 or infinity.
Yeah, those are the two obvious ones. For the most part. Same. So, I mean, 3 is cool, I guess. Watching. Like, what the fuck is 4? A fucking camping van? Fucking snow. The wooded one is cool. 5 is cool, but I wouldn't want to live there. 6 is cool. Like, 6 is some shit that's realistic for me right now.
3 would be chill too.
8, it looks like what the fuck kind of cabin fucking kidnap dungeon is that, bro?
I do like 6 as well.
Not coming in, Grease?
I'm obsessed with
I'll
these
catch
types
up.
of videos.
I'm gonna stay on the Manus check diagnostics.
Well, if you need repairs, I'm sure the anchorites would be happy to help.
Ooh, no thanks. I don't want those weirdos running through my ship.
Kinda motivating me.
Oh yeah. Okay. Where I already been here? Yeah, huh? Oh. I gotta talk.
How can we be sure it's safe?
We cannot.
The network's resources are stretched thin, and some local leaders are unwilling to accept the risks.
How can we convince them? Many fear that accepting...
A strange device. This one seems to be a duplicate. Both have been damaged by lightsabers.
Wasn't me. This time.
Perish the thought.
You think you can fix it?
I don't know. But I will certainly try.
Master Junda, the Empire is nearing Pilgrim Sanctuary.
Is it a strike force?
No, an excavation team.
Good. They don't know about the safe house.
Yet.
Safe house?
Hidden in the ruins. Have we begun evacuations?
They're already underway, but Brother Armias isn't responding.
Armias has the communication codes.
If they capture him, they could put the entire hidden path at risk.
I know the ruins. I will go.
I'm coming with you. Vote.
You know what? I think I should stay here. Make myself useful.
I could use a research assistant.
Bring back Armias.
You got it.
And no heroics.
With this one? No promises.
I think she was talking to you. Is the safe house far?
No, but we will need a spammel to get there. They gather near the base. Follow me. We should not delay. The Empire is threatening Pilgrim Sanctuary.
a spam alert this way, Cal.
These types of vids have also been popping up.
Alright, I'm back. Oh yeah, that's dope.
This one is not as accurate as others, but shared this one cause it's the one that just popped up, lol.
Focus.
Yeah.
Are you coming? We need to find Armaius and those contact codes.
Damn, bitch, hold on.
What was this place?
An old anchorite monastery. Impressive, isn't it? Pilgrim Sanctuary is an ancient temple. Seer and Master Cordova chose it as the hidden...
Dude, have you heard of the streamer Bruce Drop 'em Off? I'm pretty sure you have.
Yeah.
Did you hear that he went to kick?
He came on that Rash show years ago.
I never really watched him like that, but I've known of him since he probably
That he's big now.
since he probably had like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know the number. I'm just gonna throw a random number out there because I know I remember.
Didn't hear that.
I remember it wasn't like big, maybe like 500 to like 1,000 viewers or some shit whenever I first heard of him. This dude, I don't know if it's true or not. He supposedly he signed the kick for 80 million. I was like, bro, if that's true, that's fucking insane.
Abandoned and in the middle of nowhere.
It's perfect.
Damn.
Oh, that's crazy numbers right there. Bro, I would, cause
Their second big streamer.
I think I would say they have a couple, I guess. But like really big streamers right now, yeah.
He likes it out here. Here's our ride.
I think they're gonna get like the whole group of friends
They
except
can get that Kai and Isho speed guys that could be big for them.
those are the only two I don't think they're gonna get. They're gonna get that whole group of friends except those
Because
two.
those guys are everywhere.
I don't think they're gonna they'll ever sign the kick. What was I gonna say? But like they have a pretty decent roster from like the people I've seen or heard of heard of them. Oh, where did I go? Oh, I
I'm
gotta.
too old for this Twitch shit, lol.
Let's hope this spam will
Alright.
Don't hold a grudge, Cal. It's not you.
I mean, I don't think. Now can I jump off from here? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
You remind me of home, you know. Were you hungry?
Oh, I don't think Kick would ever be like it's probably gonna end up like Mixer, let's be real. But
Try to avoid unnecessary attention.
It won't be easy when the desert's littered with imps.
I guess for now they'll probably do good. Like, yeah, Stake is a big fucking company and they have a lot of money to like use to grow this website, but
Mixer
like
really didn't last long, right?
nah, it was around for a while before a lot of people knew about it. Like, not a long time, but like definitely like 5-6 years. Maybe like maybe like 3 years. Not like, yeah, like 3 to 5 years or something like that.
Slow down now.
Gonna say. Oh yeah, like Stake definitely has a lot of money to like throw at that website, but like think about it, Microsoft owned fucking Mixer, and they didn't even keep that shit running for long because they were just losing so much fucking money, and Microsoft is probably way bigger. Not probably, it definitely is way bigger than Stake.
Will you work for Saw Gerrera again?
Not sure. Haven't heard from him since Coruscant.
If damn, what happened to this? What is this right here? If fucking Twitch never banned gambling on, wait, what the fuck? If Twitch never banned gambling on their website, Stake definitely would have never bought this website.
Why did they ban gambling again?
I don't really remember I don't think there was an exact reason Twitch said, but what I do remember is like there was a whole bunch of drama from like Train was like exposing something about like Mizkif and his friend group, and like, you know, then they started going at each other, and somehow Pokimane got in and fucking like pretty much got Twitch to ban, yeah, like Pokimane and Hassan pretty much got like Twitch to fucking ban gambling or some shit. That's for pretty much the summary I got off of a Reddit post on Livestream Fells. Pretty much from my understanding what happened. I mean, that might not be accurate or not, but that's what they were talking about. Fuck. I remember it was something crazy that Train was like, not even accusing, like, this was like facts of like one of Mizkif's friend, like, I don't think he like raped a girl, but he like maybe like groped her or some shit when she was drunk, and like that girl made like a, you know, a big deal about it over Twitch because she was a streamer. It was like a party at a streamer party or some shit. You probably know the girl. You probably heard of the girl actually, because I still remember her name because I heard about her way before any of that stuff happened.
Bruh.
It was like Adriana Lee or some shit like that, I think. What the fuck do I gotta do? But I think that what made it like a big deal was like they were trying to like hide it or some shit. Like I think like Mizkif was trying to like get her to like say nothing happened or some shit like that, but she didn't, or some shit like that. I don't really remember.
That's bad.
Sometimes everything out in the desert starts to look
Trying
the same.
to hide shit just makes it worse.
You must focus on what is different.
Yeah.
That is how you will not get lost.
I gotta go. Yes. Oh. Oh yeah. The fuck do I even gotta do? It doesn't even like. Oh, I gotta go over here.
I don't know what some of these think though, never in my life have I felt the need to grab someone inappropriately.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, I don't know. The dude, cause I remember I went to his, like he wasn't streaming, he like was, he had like VODs or clips, and like I saw his thing, and he seemed like I don't know, like a strange guy, and I think I had seen him in like the times that I did watch, you know, like Ms. Kiff's fucking stream for like 20-30 minutes just to like see it real quick. I think I remember seeing him too, and he's like a kind of weird guy. At least that's what like he gave off. The vibe he gave off. And, you know, maybe he didn't get no bitches, and I don't know. I mean, there's no excuse for it, but like, fucking, you know, he's a weird guy, so it wasn't like a surprise. It wouldn't be a surprise for, I guess, like the people who watched him and like knew more about him than I did. And I think also what else happened like around that same exact time, like that same day, was that Slicker shit. Remember when he was asking, like it came out that he was like borrowing money from people and he was gambling it or some stupid shit like that. Bro, that's funny as fuck. At least to me it is.
I do remember the Sliker shit, lol.
Yeah, that was literally the same, like went down the same exact like fucking day, or like the day before. I think it was like the day before.
That guy is a dumbass.
Bro, that shit, the people who fucking lended him money knowing also are dumbasses. Oh no, I think he was lying to them, telling them some like bullshit story.
Do you know if he still streams?
Fuck no, I never watched him to begin with. The guy was a fucking idiot. Him and that John Zerka guy. That John Zerka guy is going fucking viral again. Like, I've been seeing him on my TikTok and like YouTube and shit. We've been hanging out with that like Sneeko guy and like going on the Fresh and Fit. Oh, you probably don't know who any of these people are. And like this Fresh and Fit, this podcast called Fresh and Fit. Like a couple other things I saw him on. I think I saw him on like a clip of him on that Aiden Ross's kid stream also.
I know Jerka, don't know the others.
Yeah, Sneeko is a guy that was like, fuck, how do I explain him? They explained it on whose podcast was it? I saw he was on a podcast one time and I had seen it, and he explained it. I think he was like friends with Mr. Beast, and then he did his own thing. And he became like an Andrew Tate dick writer and went viral for that. And then Fresh and Fit podcast is like an Andrew Tate style podcast of like guys like that. But also they have like rappers and like a bunch of bitches on their podcast. Like Instagram thoughts and OnlyFans thoughts and shit like that. What the fuck do I gotta do? Oh, this isn't even where I gotta go. I'm like wasting my time. But like, speaking of podcasts, because fuck those dumbass podcasts. You know whose podcast been listening to and I kind of enjoy it. Like it's like some fucking intellectual shit, not like some random meaningless podcast. Rob Dyrdek. I've always like looked up to him, like not just like from like the TV shows, like business wise. You don't know who Rob Dyrdek is, bro? The dude who fucking from Ridiculousness on MTV, or yeah, like he was a professional skateboarder and he had his own show. He pretty much, his show is 90% of MTV pretty much. Like he probably fucking owns fucking a big majority of MTV now. Bro, fuck this game. We're gonna watch some Rob Dyrdek now, bro. How the fuck? First, we're gonna watch like a fuck this game. Actually, literally, bro. You do not know who Rob Dyrdek is.
You know what podcast I don't hear about anymore?
Which one?
Joe Rogan.
Oh no, I always hear about his shit, but it's because he's on Spotify though. I only see his clips. His clips always pop up on my YouTube still. Plus, I actually like watch. Not. I don't say I'm not gonna say I watch all of them, but whenever there's someone cool on that I like Elon or fucking I don't know a fighter, like someone like that, I'll watch something. Yeah, I can't believe you did not know who Rob Dyrdek is, bro. That's crazy. I'm gonna show you the like. I'm not even gonna show you the like shit that I was talking about, the intellectual shit. Like I'm gonna show you what got him famous at first. You never seen Ridiculousness on MTV? The fucking like a bunch of funny fucking clips, and they like react to them pretty much. Yes, like there are 4 episodes of this motherfucker. That's crazy. Where's episode 1? Hold on, because it says episode 4, so I'm guessing there's more than one episode. I guess we could do this. Bro, I am like in wow that you never heard of this fucking
over MTV for the past 15
show.
years. 60% of the billion-dollar network is his show Ridiculousness, which sometimes is the only show they air for multiple days without a break. However, this is not by some sort of dumb luck. Rob is a very savvy entrepreneur who has now sold multiple of his own businesses for a total of $450 million. He made some sleek business moves that made MTV depend on him for years. Once he realized they were at his mercy, he rinsed them for millions and used their platform to become the soon-to-be billionaire we know today.
Ace, I hope you're watching and paying attention, dude.
Growing up in Dayton, Ohio in the 80s, there wasn't much to do but skateboard with your friends. Skateboarding wasn't a big business either. It was a hobby that a lot of kids did after school and on the weekends. There were competitions and skate teams.
I mean, honestly, you don't gotta pay attention, but like...
Rob was a very talented young skater and dedicated all of his youth obsessing
I'm
over
jacking
it,
off.
hoping to one day go pro and
Nice.
somehow make
You
it.
need to have.
In 1990, 16-year-old Rob Dyrdek witnessed his friends Chris Carter, Mike Hall, and Jimmy George invest $26,000 into
Only
creating Alien
skateboarder I
Workshop,
heard of
a
is
local
Tony
skate
Hawk.
brand that would put Ohio skaters on the map. He watched them build the
I would say he's up there,
At the end of
like,
the 11th grade in
right
1990,
below Tony
Rob decided
Hawk.
to skip his senior year and move
When
to
it comes to, like,
California
business.
skating career after Alien Workshop offered
When it comes to business, not when it comes to skating. Skating, he was like average
give more presence to the brand
from like the pros.
capital of the world. Although Rob was dedicated to his team, watching his friends build a company inspired him. He yearned for something similar.
But business-wise, he's like definitely.
So he started Orion Trucks.
He might even possibly beat Tony Hawk when it comes to business-wise.
Still exists today.
But I don't
He's
think
no
so.
longer a part of it, but it's
For sure,
been
close.
lasted 30 years. Skateboarding and becoming pro was still what his mind was fixated on. In 1995, he got sponsored by a company called Drawers Clothing, which would later become the iconic DC. Back then, skaters had Nikes and
Have you heard of DC? You've definitely heard of DC, right? The shoe DC.
everyday things in, but for skating, they had flat, uncomfortable shoes. Rob spent countless nights in Pacific Beach, San Diego, designing a comfortable shoe for skaters. The Dyrdek 1 was born, and once it was released, it was a huge success.
DC Comics.
He was earning around
No, the shoe DC.
Like
making him
Superman.
an extremely
No, the
successful
shoe, the shoe.
21-year-old, but not necessarily super famous and popular skateboarder yet. Rob started moving away from skating. He was starting all kinds of businesses. including a hip-hop record label called PJ's, but none of these would end up being as successful as his
Isn't
future
that for
endeavors.
skaters?
Around 1998,
Yeah.
DC owner Ken Block told Rob they weren't going to renew his sponsorship because they thought he had already peaked in skateboarding, and they offered him a job as a
But at one point,
full-time
DC was like a fucking
realized he had
very
been-
popular shoe.
Now his own team didn't believe in him anymore. He was only 25.
Just saw the logo,
This lit a
LOL.
fire inside of him. His passion for skating was stronger than ever. He built his own private skateboarding facility called the TL.
Yeah, he I don't think he founded DC. The guy who founded DC just died recently. He was like
Don't tell me he made that brand.
he made that he was like the co-owner, the co-creator. The main one was like a professional like race car / drifter type shit, and he died recently in like a snowmobile accident.
He structured a new deal with DC where he would pitch them as many shoe designs as he had. Whatever ones they wanted, he would get a 2% royalty on. His
But
shoes
he's definitely the reason they got
was
big.
getting about $1.20 per shoe. They liked the idea. And at one point, Rob had 35 shoes in the DC catalog he was getting paid from. Needless to say, he was making hundreds of thousands, potentially 7 figures from DC shoes. It was also around the late 90s and early 2000s where Rob created this image of flexing, luxury, and kind of living like a rapper, but for skating. Where skating at the time was this hesh, counterculture, and almost modest lifestyle. Like most skaters didn't have a brand. Their brand was, I'm a rad skater and that's it. Majority of the skate community thought Rob was a pompous prick, but he leaned in even more.
His first 2 shows were really good.
Big Brother magazine had Rob skating next to a Mercedes-Benz, woman in a swimsuit, and a real whole-ass cheetah. He was rocking iced out Rolexes. He had an iced out DC ring. Rob admits that it was a little over the top. However, he knew how powerful perception was. If he looked and acted like a hotshot, people would think that's who he was. 2000 to 2002, Rob was at the peak of his skateboarding career. He was 27 years old, already pretty rich, and focusing hard on competitions and video parts to keep his relevance so he could sell more shoes. 2002 is where he met Christopher Big Black Boy.
So this is where his first shows, like the first MTV show,
set to release in 2003.
which was like a reality show pretty much.
Rob knew he wasn't as good of a skater as the others on the team, so he had to think out of the box to make his part memorable.
But it was like really entertaining. It wasn't like no Kardashian type shit.
With security and cops kicking him out of skate spots while he was trying to film for his part. He decided he was going to hire a private security guard to deal with other security guards. He went to the first security company he could find, City Events in Pacific Beach, and asked them for the biggest but friendliest guy they had. Immediately, the owner thought of somebody perfect for
This is the beginning of the show. Like this is what the show is based off of. His first show. He has 3.
I do as far as your security. Make sure Rob skates. My job is to do
This shit was hilarious. This
The
show.
actions of security guards were hilarious because they would come out ready to fight and bully Rob. Then when Big pulled up, they got all soft and scared. They created a genius gimmick that really resonated with the skate community because everyone could relate to it. It also helped that Big Black was a funny, charismatic guy that had a lot of chemistry with Rob. After the first day of working together, they would become friends which would last a lifetime. Rob and Big Black were inseparable. They were now doing everything together. One thing I should mention is that Big already had a very successful security business of his own for about 10 years at this point. He wasn't just relying on Rob for money. Part of Rob's celebrity baller image now included having a private security guard, again making him seem way more important than he technically was at the time. In the spring of 2004, DC paid for Rob to participate in the Gumball 3000. This is a 7-day long, 3,000-mile race across Europe on public roads with big parties every night that started in 1999 as a showcase.
This would be badass to do. I would do this if I had. I mean, you don't need a nice car, but like obviously, maybe in this one you would.
All the celebrities doing. A young movie producer named Ruben Fleischer was making a documentary about the event. He reached out to as many celebrities as he could to film their experiences. On his journey, he ran into Rob and Big Black. Their chemistry was great together, and he knew he needed to document it. Gumball 3000, 6 days in May.
I'm pretty sure Jackass
Rob and Big Black's
had a part of
bringing that exciting and fun energy,
like
Big
the
Black
movie on
with
like racing
smooth,
cars.
charismatic humor. Two very unlike.
Yes, it's you drive across Europe with a bunch of like a group of cars.
Their part in this film feels like an episode of Rob and Big. During this trip,
But I mean, obviously they're driving fast, but for the most part, no. You're just driving across country, like an endurance type thing.
Gumball 3000 film to Jeff Tremaine, who had worked for Big Brother magazine in the 90s, sold Jackass and Wild Boys to MTV while also keeping his presence in the skateboard world. He was familiar with Rob, He was familiar with his DC part with Big, and he loved their energy in the Gumball film. Ruben said, we should come up with an idea for a TV show, and Jeff thought, why didn't I think of that? Again, Rob was reluctant to try to come up with a TV show because of his other business endeavors, but he isn't the type to turn down an opportunity. He took the idea for Robin Big Black, which was the original name of the show, to MTV, and they hated it. It was supposed to be a silly buddy comedy about two unlikely best friends. At this time, MTV wanted scripted reality TV that they could control and manufacture.
Oh, this shit was scripted as fuck, but it was hilarious.
A show called Rob Dyrdek's
It was like
the first rule of success.
more structured Jackass, I would say. Nah, not more structured, because they weren't doing crazy shit, but like
miserably.
funny shit
Big
wise.
Black went off script and started telling Rob that he could beat him in a foot race. The hilarious conversation.
Oh, this one was
down the
hilarious.
street ended up being the most entertaining part of the episode. After MTV saw this, they decided, okay, no more scripts. Just be yourselves, be funny. We trust you. This eventually came down to MTV agreeing on Rob's original vision for the show. You will notice this is the first time MTV kind of gave up a little bit of power and control to Rob, which would become a reoccurring theme throughout their relationship. Before the show came out on MTV, Rob knew he had a huge opportunity to level up his business ventures. Bam Margera's MTV show Viva La Bam.
I used to love the show too, Viva La Bam.
He was selling merchandise and Bam branded products like crazy.
Bro, like I wanted to like grow up and do shit like this when I was a kid.
Tony Hawk. Rob, also being from the skateboard world, had been studying what Bam was doing for many years. He knew that if his show took off, he needed to be ready to capitalize in the right way. So Rob restructured his business deals to take lower upfront pay and have higher percentage royalties.
So I did a deal with DC, renegotiated for a higher royalty. I restructured my
I love watching Jackass but never wanted to participate.
Oh fuck yeah, I did. Not really the Jackass shit.
Not in most of it, LUL.
Most of like what this guy was doing and Bam was doing on his show.
Season 1, Episode 1 launches November 2nd.
Because Bam was pretty much just like partying and like driving cars and doing like some crazy
The two unlikely
stuff.
best friends were funny, full of energy, and really just so lovable. When you watched it, you just understood. Rob would come up with the most random ideas for skits, and Big would go along with whatever, like buying a mini horse so their dog has a friend, or starting an R&B group, or trying to time travel. The chemistry and bond created on TV was almost like you were a part of their family. With this big platform now, Rob went from a well-known skateboarder to a full-blown mainstream pop culture celebrity. The shoe deal with DC, he owned a 10% royalty on the Stan Smith style shoe that would end up selling millions of dollars. Rogue Status was the gun shirt that he wore all the time.
It's a way more calmer Jackass.
Yeah.
DC as a whole went from an $80 million company to a
That's what I was saying, it was like more structured. That's kind of what I meant, more calmer.
all over TV. MTV was paying him $35,000 per episode. That jumped
I could
up to
see me doing
$60,000
that.
per episode for the last season, which would total $1.4 million after all 3 seasons. The baller lifestyle he manifested for all those years, he was now 100% living it. Unfortunately, behind the scenes, everything wasn't as great as it seemed. After the first 2 seasons,
This I don't give a fuck about.
They were filming 13 hours a day.
It happens in business. Y'all fall, people, friends, and business partners fall off.
Guys having a blast. They never actually lived together, by the way. Big had a separate house. His room in Rob's house was just for the plot on TV. For season 3, MTV brought in writers, made them film.
I actually believe that they lived together.
Seasons, and it started to feel too Hollywood for Big. The show was called Rob and Big, but he felt more like a sidekick. Also, Chris says that Rob was being paid double what he was. Rob denies that. However, Rob was working 24/7 writing ideas.
He definitely was getting paid double or even triple.
That he just showed up, brought the funny, and left. We're not sure what the facts are, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rob was being paid more. On top of that, he was very unhealthy at 430 pounds. Him and Rob were constantly disagreeing on creative ideas, which led to multiple blowout arguments, and he had a new baby on the way. Big decided he was done with Hollywood after season 3. He moved to Texas with his family, got his eating habits and mental health right, and reaped the
So this is when the first show, like, this is like when the first show ended and he went to his next one, which was called Fantasy Factory, where he pretty much...
I noticed that happens a lot.
Yeah, definitely in business, it's guaranteed. Where it's more like he gets like a fucking warehouse and he turns it to an office space / skating, you know, like a little skate park with like some crazy things.
Usually end up disagreeing in the end.
Hell yeah, when you're dealing with millions of fucking dollars, hell yeah.
He didn't want to be the old guy on TV. At this point, he was 34 years old, but the ratings were so high still, and he knew the network was desperate. He wanted a much better deal for his new shows. He wrote the idea for Fantasy Factory.
Just happens, greediness and
5,000 square foot warehouse into an
all types of things.
Shit, if I'm making millions.
But the other half of the warehouse would be dedicated to his employees and business partners
ain't
who are
going
doing
to be
day-to-day
greedy.
operations running the Deer Deck enterprise.
Yeah.
Episodes would be structured where
But you won't
Rob
really
would
know
talk
until it
about
happens,
starting,
or, you know,
investing in,
it might not
other
be you, it
seven
might be
members
the
of
other
show,
person.
messing around, skateboarding, doing stunts, and keeping the energy fun and light.
But yeah, like this type of stuff is like,
Because that'll just end up costing me in the end.
Which wouldn't come out for
Yeah.
3 years and would then become 60% of what MTV plays for a decade, but we'll get to that. He demanded one major stipulation before he signed off on Fantasy Factory. He owned his integration rights. Any of his businesses that he owned could be advertised and promoted on the show in any way that he wanted, and MTV was...
this is like a business deal.
No, any product or brand you see displayed on a show or in a movie is paid for by those brands. So MTV could not say no to Rob promoting a business that he owned on the show. But when it came to big corporate sponsorships or outside entities, they were 50-50. Since they were 50-50, neither Rob nor MTV had more power. So Rob took it upon himself to draw up these intricate brand integrations with brands like Chevy, Microsoft, and Monster. And he did all the negotiating.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go get some.
So MTV just sat back and said, wow, keep doing that since you're doing all the work for us. Meanwhile, he was making additional deals on the side with these brands for his own companies like Street League, Wild Grinders, and other new ventures. For example, I'm sure some of y'all remember this episode where he dresses up as the Carl's Jr. mascot and does stunts around the factory. It's literally a giant ad.
Bro, I've watched all these episodes like 100 times.
Parks around the country. Safe spot, skate spot. That's what he called them. At the first one, a giant Carl's Jr. star that kids would skate on. This is an example of how Rob would go
My
to a
bad,
corporate
had to text
sponsor and
someone
say,
real
hey,
quick.
We'll do this integration on MTV for you, but I also want you to contribute to my personal project.
But you see what
so
I'm
Carl's
saying.
Jr. paid for the construction of the skate park. Then he did basically the same exact deal on another park with 7-Eleven. You can see now how Rob was developing a lot of control over MTV because he took it upon himself to go the extra mile to set the terms of his next show, write all
Disagreeing
the ideas
just
and
ends
create
up costing
plans
you
for the
those
show,
millions
as well as
instead
the
of keep making them.
negotiations with brands and sponsors that would be integrated on the show. And on top of all of this, he was being paid
Yeah.
$1,000 per episode. He was
For
starting
sure.
to treat MTV
It could.
as his own private production.
That's why it's
house.
good to
And
have an
Fantasy
open
Factory
mind.
was just a commercial for all of his new businesses. February 8th, Fantasy Factory Season 1, Episode 1. And as expected, it was a hit. Millions of viewers, not to the level of Robin Big. The fans definitely missed him, but Rob knew just the thing that would keep people interested. Stunts and celebrities. Rob became a stuntman to fill the void of not having Big's comedic presence. Drama, his cousin, wasn't cutting it. And who doesn't love a good celebrity cameo? Johnny Knoxville, Lamar Odom, Justin Bieber, Carmelo Anthony, Ludacris.
His cousin ended up becoming rich as fuck because of this show.
Businesses that Rob started.
Have you heard of the clothing brand? Maybe you haven't. Young and Reckless. His cousin started that in this warehouse pretty much.
Promoted on the show. Clothing companies, restaurants, a credit card for teens, a fragrance, workout products, and even charities. But the two biggest ones were Wild Grinders, which was his toy line and eventual animated series about his life as a child.
And they're probably not even going to talk about Young and Reckless because it's not his brand, it's his cousin's.
Recognized skate competition event on the same level as X Games and Dew Tour. You could also throw in his cousin Drama's brand Young and Reckless, which he helped get off the ground. In 2011, Big Black makes his debut appearance on the Fantasy Factory. The beef was squashed and the duo were together again. They continued the vibe of the Robin Big days, but now they had a playground and more money. Ratings doubled when Big came
Doesn't
back.
look
It was
familiar.
like a whole new show.
It's a very popular, like, just like a graphic shirt.
To 3 million viewers. The biggest episode they ever had. It was essentially America's
Like it's in every mall, literally.
Him commentating on viral videos with a celebrity guest or his co-host.
Like maybe a Paxa or Zoomies and
two hit shows on
stores like that.
paying him 6 figures per episode on both. In fact, he was making a higher salary on Ridiculousness because the show was so.
So this is his third show, which is like literally 90% of what MTV plays, which they just react to fucking videos pretty much.
Like $140,000 per episode is accurate. They filmed Fantasy Factory for 2 more years. 3 seasons, where the ratings were still great. Rob wanted to end the show with a bang. The end of season 6 included him breaking the world record for the longest jump in a car while going backwards, which was the second massive Chevy sponsor deal he orchestrated. The first one was kick-flipping a Chevy car. The last
Oh, you know
episode,
what,
which was
think
the
Miss
65th
VA, I reacted
episode,
to that
was a
show
1-hour
before.
special. It was epic.
Definitely, for sure.
Series. Ridiculousness was about to enter the last contractual season, which at that point was the 95th episode. Rob wanted to end the show and move on with his life. He had made roughly $20 million just on TV shows alone, not to mention the plethora of successful businesses that he had started. No more Fantasy Factory, no more Ridiculousness, no more TV. but MTV begged him again. The ratings were still pretty high, and MTV as a whole was struggling. They didn't have any other big shows. Jersey Shore was over. Every reality show they started failed after one season. And this
I haven't heard of any of those shows.
Catfish and Teen Mom 2, which would go on to have success.
Of course, I heard of those
All the
shows.
creative writing, brand integrations, and even some of the production on the show. How could they let someone go that does all the work for them? He was their last hope. Rob did not want to be 40 years old on TV. Plus, the warehouse had been incredibly expensive over the years as well. He said that he wasn't profiting off the show alone because it cost about $5 million per year to upkeep the factory. He said the MTV deal would have to be so much money that he would be stupid not to do it. They didn't want him to walk away from ridiculousness because that show was a powerhouse 24/7. No matter what time they aired it, people watched. So the premieres weren't that poppin', but they would play repeats of literally any episode.
The new shows that are coming out, like, not today, right now, today, but like in this year, in the next coming months, and the past years, like 2 years, the clips are all definitely from TikTok. I could almost guarantee. I haven't watched the show in years because I don't really watch TV no more. But I could guarantee if we pull up the new shows that are coming out right now, they're definitely from TikTok. I would not be surprised.
Organized one big deal for the last season of Fantasy Factory and 140 new episodes of Ridiculousness, which would bring him to season 10 of 2017. He said this was the biggest financial deal of his entire career up until this point, which we don't know how much it was, but we can speculate. This deal also included that Rob's production company, Super Jacket, would be producing Ridiculousness and the final season of Fantasy Factory. So now MTV wasn't even producing the content, not filming, not editing. It was all Rob's businesses that he owned. We can also assume that because he was producing the show, that his company now received a % ownership of the show. Like, he isn't just an actor anymore, he's getting those royalties, baby. Literally, MTV was like YouTube to Rob. Here's my show, upload it. He got through the last season of Fantasy Factory despite not wanting to do it. Ratings were kind of low, but the show was officially over in 2015. Unfortunately, 2 years later, we get the sad news that Christopher Big Black Boykin had passed away at age 45 of a heart attack in Plano, Texas. He is survived by a now 14-year-old daughter. Rest in peace, Big Black.
Rest in peace, Big Black.
2017, Ridiculousness was only premiering to about 300,000 people or so, compared to millions in 2012. But like we said, play it any time, any day, the audience loves it. So the ratings are still technically very high. Season 10 ends of Ridiculousness, but Rob has already gotten over the fact that he's the old guy on TV now, so he sets up for another renewal. And of course, MTV is going to take it because TV is at an all-time low, and MTV is going down with it. 250 more episodes, and a new spin-off, Amazingness. Basically just a talent show, which was very unsuccessful.
I don't know if this. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if this show's still going on because I've never heard of it.
Celebrities. He isn't doing commercials or brand deals. He's a full-blown entrepreneur building the Deer Deck Machine, which is his company that builds other businesses with the goal of selling them.
The Deer Deck Machine is
This is his podcast that I watch sometimes.
We are a business that creates businesses by systematically fusing art, science, and magic.
He's now growing street.
Like that's some shit that I would want to do. Like
technology, starting a protein
that I've mentioned I want to do.
Building family with his wife and first child, and stacking his money. Basically, since 2018, Ridiculousness is the only thing that MTV plays. Sometimes
literally, I was literally going on like the app on the cable app on my phone to see what's on MTV right now, and his show is on right now. It's funny.
The next biggest financial deal of his life. He sold his production company Super Jacket,
and it's on all night.
Ridiculousness and a number of other shows for the past 7 years. But the stipulation with the venture capitalists was that
it's on all night. I'm ready at 4 p.m. tomorrow, and it's still on nonstop.
Both businesses for $150 million. Both of these businesses
until tomorrow at 7 p.m.
paying him while growing and advertising on MTV's networks where millions of people were watching him every day. MTV wasn't a partner or an investor in any of his businesses that he promoted and grew on their platform, but Rob was a part owner of the show that they put on their platform. He announced another 250 episode renewal of Ridiculousness in 2020, in which he would be fully done and ready to walk away forever. If Rob's salary of $140,000 per episode since 2011 stayed the same over the past decade, with Ridiculousness having 819 episodes to date, means he would have earned $114,660,000.
And you know damn well he's probably getting more than 140 now.
Producing it, since now he was getting ownership royalties, but I guess we don't know. Rob today is almost unrecognizable to the man he used to be. Now 47 years old, he's a zen, calm, collected entrepreneur who is on his way to becoming a billionaire. And it's all because he got to call the shots at a multi-billion-dollar TV network for 15 years straight.
That's who Rob Dyrdek is. And we'll save his entrepreneurial videos for another day. Rob Dyrdek is my dad. I'm just saying, right? Imagine. Oh, I unplugged it.
My bad.
Oh yeah.
You remember how I told you I had cousins coming this weekend?
Yeah, they got there already. Where did you say from again? Like California? I want to say. Okay, with the
Just
wrong one.
making plans. Cali. They're close to Fresno.
What'd you find?
Yeah, I've heard of Fresno. I don't know where Fresno's at, but I definitely heard of it.
Careful, there's danger nearby.
So, how'd you get involved with the hidden path?
I came across someone in need during my travels and helped them hide from the Empire. That eventually led me to the path.
Where can I go? Oh.
Sometimes, I wonder if destroying the holocron had any impact.
We protected the children on that list. But there are others.
And the Empire's still hunting them down.
Just so. We must protect those we can.
Oh. There it is. Fuck.
I need one.
Damn, you know what I'm in like real big debates over? I'm still debating on what type of car I want. That's why I haven't got one yet. I'm like, damn, am I gonna wanna like just get like a normal, not like a normal car, I'm gonna get a decent car, you know what I mean? But like, do I wanna get a car that I'm just gonna keep like stock, or am I gonna get a car that I'm gonna wanna like fix up and like mod and shit? Don't fall. There you go. Holy shit, that was not difficult, but like strange.
What cars you thinking of?
Well, like, I don't know, cause like there's like a handful of cars. I've shown you some of them.
These are all over Sears base.
But like there's a couple that I would like, if I do, there's a couple that like, oh, I'm trying to think how many would I keep stock. Babylons. Like not really do anything to the engine wise. Honestly, like 2. And then there's like 3 that I would mod if I do decide to get. Ah, there you go.
Well done. Shall we continue?
How the fuck do I get up there though?
You plan to eventually get more than one car.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get like a truck or a SUV. One of the 2. There's a couple SUVs I get right now. Like I get a fucking like a Trackhawk or like an SRT Durango. What else?
The safe house is in there.
Maybe like a Porsche SUV or like an Audi SUV.
Perfect place to hide from the Empire.
So we thought.
Ooh, the some of them are sick. The new Broncos, like the Raptor Broncos, are sick as fuck, but they're expensive. They're like 100K or some shit like that. I ain't spending that much on a car right now. Fuck no. I mean, I don't even have that much to spend, but like even if I did, fuck no. Do I have to kill this thing or can I fight it? Probably have to kill it. Fuck it, we're killing it for the XP. Probably gonna get our ass whooped. Oh shit.
Quick, help! Stim, now! Fight by my side.
But yeah.
Nasty things.
Did you find the way to Tanalor?
Not yet. But we found some devices from the High Republic. Master Cordova's inspecting them now.
Seer and her master are quite the pair. They've been a vital asset to the path since they joined us.
For the first car, I'd probably keep it more low-key.
No,
I mean, it's not my first car. It's just like,
Thank you.
oh, first
It's
car in a
probably
minute.
something you gonna drive a lot.
Yeah, for sure. That's why another thing. That's why like I'm debating on what type.
Until you get the next car.
Because my second one isn't definitely not gonna be a car. Well, unless like I trade my shit in. But like I would plan on, you know, just getting, like I said, an SUV or a truck after I get whatever I get right now. But yeah, for sure. For at least like a year, definitely wouldn't plan on getting anything else. But shit, even actually the ones that I would mod, except one maybe, is like pretty cheap compared to the ones that I would keep stock, because they're pretty fucking expensive. Like fucking high 40s type
Nice. A shortcut to Seer's base.
shit. Let me go save. I don't know when was the last time I saved.
That is where we are going. But we must take the long way for now. Back to Pilgrim Sanctuary.
okay, I'm going early. I was like, wait, where am I even supposed to be going? Definitely where I heard.
Empire's closing in.
Let's split up. I will slow their progress. We'll regroup near the temple.
Hey, Marin. Watch yourself out there.
I'll be doing the watching, Cal.
Just you and me again.
Oh wait, no, I don't need this. Oh. Oh, this was like something to pick up.
This guy looks hungry.
Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh shit! Oh shit! Jump up, bro! Jump up! What are you doing?
Right here, buddy.
Oh shit! Oh. Hey, save me.
I'm not the enemy.
Oh, you ugly motherfucker. I said save me. Oh shit, I almost forgot. Well, not I almost forgot, I did forget. But good thing no one's talking. I always forget about the gift chat. Before. Oh shit. It do be gripping. Wait, so did I finish? Did I do what I needed to do? Nope, I need to go here now. The fuck do I get there? Damn. What? Right, plug it into it. Has to be something I need to plug it into. I can't pull it. What is stuck? Oh. Ah.
Careful not to touch anything here. Don't want to wake the dead.
Oh, we waking all these dead motherfuckers. Wakey, wakey, motherfucker. Oh shit, I don't got no health either. I gotta watch out. Actually, I'm about to die.
Stuck the landing.
Where I gotta go? This way. How the fuck do I get that way? Oh. What the fuck do I gotta go? Damn, I hate that they don't show you like a map while you're like you're playing. I think that's the only thing I have to complain about this game compared to most open world games. They all definitely like have some type of map on the like one of the corners.
A map feels like a must.
Yeah.
Devoted to the very end. But to what cause?
Alright, maybe we'll have to go this way. Oh hell no, there's no way you can make that. Hell no. This way? Hang on. Oh, there's a force field type of thing. Where the fuck do I gotta go? Let's try going back right here. Like, even if I put like a marker, like it doesn't show you when you're playing, which is whack. Whack and forth. See? There's a platform here, there's nothing there. Oh, I can't grab it from here. I gotta figure out how to get up there.
Brando, what are some places you would love to visit?
Oh, fucking clue what I gotta do right now. Fuck, I don't know, a lot of places. Like, more like where I wouldn't want to visit, I guess.
Well, where wouldn't you visit then?
I don't know, probably like your house or something. Not just. Where would I visit? Where would I not want to go? Maybe like fucking like I don't know, Alaska or like Antarctica or some stupid shit like that where it's stupid fucking cold for no goddamn reason. Freaking my fucking balls off and shit. I literally don't know what the fuck to do. I have to go that way, I'm pretty sure. I have no fucking clue how to get up there. Usually there's a place that you like, oh fuck, like latch that thing onto, but I don't see anything anywhere. Throw that bit in there. Oh. Damn. Down. Damn. Whoa. Not like standard. I have no fucking clue what to do. I'm a fucking tired. What? I'll say, but damn. Wait, what time is it anyways? It's already 12, dude. Yeah. Oh god damn. I'm stuck. Don't know. there's definitely a way to get up there for sure. I just need to figure out how. I'm motherfucking low right now. Wait a minute. That shit move? Bring that shit back out. Oh damn, it's closed. Nah, definitely not. There's something I'm missing. I don't know what the fuck it is though. Definitely missing something. Very interesting. I don't know. I don't fucking know. We've been here for like 10 minutes already, maybe even more. Trying to like figure it out low key. Oh, I don't want that there. Plug it. That's grade 12. I don't know if on another. Is my shit lagging anyways? Holy shit, dude, my mic. Hold on, let me refresh my screen. That shit looks choppy as hell. Wait.
No.
Okay, it's just I just need to refresh. It looked choppy as hell when I looked at it on my screen. Other one. Yeah, horrible. It's probably just my actual internet browser being slow. I really want to play COD, but I'm like low key tired. But like I really want to play, honestly, dude. Like really. Okay. I think they go now, so. What's tomorrow? Damn, it's barely Friday tomorrow. I thought today was Friday. Like, lost my fucking days. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
I said I thought today was Friday. Tomorrow was barely Friday, right?
Friday and Saturday are the best days.
Yeah, I know they are, but I thought it was already Friday and Saturday. I thought tomorrow was Saturday. I was like, damn. Oh well, though. Anyways, fuck it. I'm gonna get off. Maybe I'll be on tomorrow. Maybe not. I ain't gonna lie. I don't.
Right, bro.
I don't know, but you know, whenever I'm on. You know what I'm saying? So
I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I'll talk to you whenever that be. Have a good night. Enjoy your weekend.